When South Africa shut large parts of its economy and transport network, a number of traders moved into its stations for the valuable copper lines. Here is the story from Southern Africa's nation.
At Soweto's Orlando station, Hloni Toporo waits for a train that may never come.
It has been leading up to this,
When South Africa emerged from one of the world's strictest lockdown 2 months ago, it found that organized and sometimes armed gangs had been busy, stripping power cables out of dozens of stations nationwide for the valuable copper inside. That's left an already crumbling transport network relied on by millions of the working class on its knees. An increasingly unreliable train service has already contributed to a drop in annual train trips threefold over the past decade. And Toporo, who walks to work most days despite the risk of street muggings, says people illegally boarding trains is also part of the problem.
If we actually become more realistic about it, because we were hardly buying tickets as a community.
On a good day, trains on just 7 of Metrorail's 34 commuter lines make the trip out of Soweto Township to the economic capital Johannesburg. At the same station where Toporo waits for his train, Charity Mutsai is restocking a shop she says has struggled to survive.
Thieves come here daily to take the cable. They sometimes come carrying guns. They are even digging it up today.
Richard Shellen, an organized crime researcher at the Institute for Security Studies SA, says those responsible are kingpins eyeing the profit they can make amid higher copper prices. Police estimate the cost to the economy is $320 million a year. But Steve Harris, Secretary General of the United National Transport Union, says it's more.
We have never seen the state of our rail in this dire straits that it finds itself in.
And the transport problems also remove a vital piece of President Cyril Ramaphosa's so-called Marshall Plan to revive growth. It hinges on reliable infrastructure to draw in foreign direct investment, which, like the fortunes of South Africa's commuters, has slumped over the past decade.